And that was actually the first question was, is it possible to draw pride that Democrats could win the vast by this Republicans would not affect it?
Hey, I check 1212 says right.
Had to be done within certain times.
Hey, thank you.
Using, like you were saying, community phones that are voting like that. Making sure what's splitting doing the work of building this map
Sounds good.
the state's excellent redistricting commission map that they put out in 2021. And that's really what it's about. 80% of voters will wake up tomorrow morning to find out.
Okay, thank you. Is the altitude 12 peppers or PCNX? What do you mean? Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, so first off,
Hey, Catherine and Brian, good evening to you and everybody in the Valley. And indeed, the yes and no side certainly have a lot of disagreements over this ballot measure, but they do agree on one thing as it pertains to Californians who have not yet cast their ballots. Go vote.
or another area has like this and so all these when we did this, we actually thanked the staffers who worked for the redistricting job was to draw these areas. And then we policy and said, where would the nail salon be? We want to be here. We actually had those maps, and that's something to help us, make sure that when we do a map, we weren't deciding to be victims. That being said, there will always be in every redistricting plan somewhere you can point to where there's people on two sides of the street who are different districts because census blocks are there.
Major emergency deadlines are right. Having voting closed here in California, that area is
Well, polls close here in California in, a little under half an hour now. I'm here at the California Democratic Party headquarters in Sacramento, the capital city here, and Democrats are feeling optimistic. They're feeling hopeful. They cite both polling and the political makeup of early voters, saying that both point to Prop 50 passing here in California. Now, as you mentioned, California has had that independent redistricting commission for about the past 15 years or so, and if Prop 50 passes, that would be suspended for the next 3 election cycles. The commission would come back after the results of the 2030 census. Now, California Democrats say this is a matter of fighting fire with fire. As you said, it's a direct counter to what Texas has done. They have drawn their congressional district maps, trying to flip 5 blue seats red. California is trying to do the exact opposite here. California Democrats say this is not something they wanted to do, but they had to do it, they say, in response to Texas. The California Republicans, on the other hand, call this an unfair power grab by
And here at the California Democratic Party
undermines
headquarters
the
in Sacramento, we do expect to hear from Governor
Now, keep in
Newsom
mind,
later
California
this
has
evening.
52
And Brian
congressional
and
seats,
Catherine, this
and
next
currently
point
9 are
is
held by
critical. Tick,
Republicans.
tick,
That
tick,
means
tick,
that if
tick,
Prop
tick.
50
We are
passes
just
and
less than 30
operates
minutes
as
until the
designed
polls
after the
officially
2026
close. So to the
midterms,
Californians who
California
have not yet
Republicans
voted,
will
this is
just
important
hold
for you.
those seats. Now, here at the
Lines
headquarters,
are
we
long.
expect
As long as you
Governor
get
Gavin
in line
Newsom
before
may
the
be
polls close
speaking
at
here
8
after
p.m.,
the polls
you will
close.
be.
We're standing by for that.
The live here in
For now,
Sacramento,
we're
8
closely
Tom
following
CBS
these
47.
final minutes of polling, and we'll see what happens with Prop 50. Again, Democrats here are pretty optimistic about it. For now, I'm Becca Hopper live in Sacramento, California for 12 News.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. All right, can I start with David? So I'll get my cord. Yeah, I'll get my cord.
I mean, I can, but the thing is, I'm at the same place that Josh was. This isn't a watch party. It's just pretty much a media setup. That said, I could talk about literally anything that you want on Prop 50. So you just let me know. But there's not really any.
Yeah, well, start by saying that there's this kind of phrase that we're hearing in California from Democrats saying that they are voting yes but plugging their nose.
Okay,
this is
good.
not something that California Democrats are necessarily
Yes,
excited
yeah,
about, but a
California
lot of California Democrats see it as necessary evil, if you will, to counter what Republicans are doing in Texas and other states. I also spoke with some voters in I think of the city of Lodi. It is a city that will be split three ways with this new congressional map if it probably passes. And so those Democrats, those voters say they're not quite sure this will best serve them. It's also interesting to note that we have a Republican Congressman, Kevin Kiley. He represents one of the districts that is set to be redrawn in favor of Democrats. This Republican Congressman has introduced a bill that would get rid of mid-decade redistricting in all states, Democratic-led or Republican-led. He says that mid-decade redistricting is bad for democracy altogether. Of course, he introduced that bill before the government shutdown, and it has not been called to the for a vote by Speaker Johnson. And of course, now with the government shutdown, it has not been called for a vote at all. So Republicans here say that they are, really not in favor of Prop 50 or sometimes mid-decade redistricting at all. So it's a complicated vote. It's a little bit different than your typical, say, mayoral race, gubernatorial race. This is something that's a little bit more nuanced and complicated. But as I said, the polling is showing that Prop 50 is set to pass with a decent margin. In fact, here in California, sometimes it takes several weeks, closely heated contested races for the outcomes to be known. But the political data expert who actually redrew these maps, I spoke with him tonight, Paul Mitchell of political data. He told me he anticipates the results of this race will be known by tonight. He thinks it's going to be that much of a difference that they'll be able to call it.
Back over there.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Our next is for maybe seats right now.
Oh, thank you.
Unless you want me to leave this here, do you need this?
No, take it over.
Wait, hold on, make sure no one's on.
You're on the left side. No. You. Oh, me. You. So sorry.
Yes, of course. Okay. Okay. I'll do a little bit, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
first and last name title, and we'll go from there, okay?
Yvette Martinez, Executive Director of the California Democratic Party. Okay, Yvette, YVETTEMARTINEZ.
Excellent. All right, so here we go. After just a few months of campaign, doing the whole thing, there's election night. How are you feeling?
We're feeling great. We're hearing about long lines at the polls all over the state, which is good for us. That means turnout is really good and probably higher than we all expected for a a presidential year. So we're feeling good with 20 minutes left. So just if you're in line, stay in line, and polls close at 8 p.m.
Let me ask you responding to Texas Republicans and Democrats, also by Democratic House. How do you feel about that? What is your hope about that?
This is huge for us. If we win, we send a strong message to Washington, not in California. This is a blue state, and we are hoping to take back Congress. And as everybody knows, the road through Congress is California. So if we get 5 seats next year, we're in good shape. So this is sort of like a jump start to the campaign next year.
What about your message to President Trump? It's not just about that, it's about more than that. It's about Donald Trump. What's your feeling?
My feeling is this is California. People want fair elections. People don't want things to be rigged. We fight fair, and so showing up to vote is one way to fight back, and showing our power through the electorate is one way to fight back of all the things that have been happening to California. So ICE showing up, federal raids, people being arrested, taken away. This is one way to fight back. This is about fair elections. So we took this to the people to vote on something. That's the difference between Democrats and Republicans. The Republicans just rigged the whole thing and said add 5 seats. We're taking it to the voters, and they can make that decision. And they're going to show up today and help us make all this. So yeah, we're excited.
I haven't heard anything yet. I just know we'll be coming on soon. Oh, keep them down? Okay. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, this is about freedom and fairness. So freedom to vote, fairness, fair elections, and this is a kind of like I said, a head start for the midterms next year. Thank you. Okay. What would you say? What do you want me to say in Spanish? Okay. 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 Yeah, that's fine.
What is the message tonight? How are you feeling about profit?
Para los latinos que hablan español, es importante a votar. Tenemos 20 minutos más para votar. Las urnas cierran a las 8 y poder es votar. Si votas, tienes poder. Y esta noche podemos flexar nuestro poder.
Are you hopeful about what this means for America and Donald Trump?
Tenemos esperanza. Si ganamos esta noche, tenemos esperanza para el futuro de nosotros aquí en California y los latinos especialmente, que son los targets de Trump y todo eso malo que está pasando en nuestra comunidad. Esta noche es muy importante. Sure.
That's that way a little bit. That's good.
Okay.
I know.
Thanks so much. One more time. How do you feel?
We're feeling excited. We're hearing about long lines at the polls, which is good for us. That means people believe in the power of their vote, believe in fair elections. People are participating, and that's good news for California. That's good news for Democrats.
And finally,
I think this is a strong message. Not in California. We believe in fairness. We believe in not rigging elections and fair elections, so we took this to the voters to make a decision on whether or not we want to change our maps for the midterms, and it's up to the voters tonight to decide to do that, and I'm just feeling hopeful that we'll do that, and we're excited for the midterms. This is our way of fighting back, and fighting back at the polls with fair elections and the truth about what is happening in our country. Just 10 more minutes to vote. If you're in line, stay in line. You have the right to vote. And so even if at 8 o'clock you're still in line, stay in there and you'll be admitted. Thank you. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for both. We'll make sure our tongue will okay.
Okay.
So you'll be around though.
I'll be around.
Good. Thank you, Yvette. Good to see you. Thanks for always making your time with us. Appreciate both of you. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Rick, turn on the lights. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. What? I know.
By the way, they're going to set up a home box. So you guys can look out their Okay. Yeah. CNN is cool, so CNN is cool.
More tricks than treats to show when handlers gave it a small pumpkin to play with during an annual fall event where giant elephants smash half-ton pumpkins. Weighing just 775 pounds, zoo handlers gave her a small pumpkin to practice with. Low for everyone, low for some people. Low for everyone, low for some people. Hey, who... Let's see. Hey, Brad, how are you looking? It should go down. It needs to go up. Alright, so Paul. 4 dB up. Hey, yeah. How we doing now? How we doing now? How we doing now? How we doing now? Her elephant family at the Oregon Zoo enjoyed large pumpkins on October 16th. At the annual squishing of the squash, it still needs to go up. Still needs to go up. So... Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. How's it going? Much better now? Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. We got thumbs. Thumbs, thumbs, thumbs. Thumbs, thumbs. This works now. It's clean.
Well, I'm not going to take people's mics off now. So we might as well make it look like it is somehow.
These are press.
These are press? You don't
We need to get rid of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know who put them.
Who's got mics here?
Yeah, but can we
Yeah,
ask
hey.
who these two mics are?
We need to remove this mic setup right here. You don't hear me from the press malt, in the press malt, in the press malt. You hear me in the press malt. You're plugged into the press malt, and you can hear me in the press malt. It sounds good.
Can we take these off?
Yeah, I need to have this because I'm not getting anything from the remote box.
Everyone else is.
There's no room.
There's the second one over there. There's a little black one, and then there's one over here.
No, we need to take this one off.
Yeah, we need to take this
Yeah.
off. Whose is this?
Okay.
This whole set though is not your. It's not
No.
This is this one.
So can we just take this away?
Well, whose is this? This is yours. Who are you with?
CBS National.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
everything's going through
We're just
this.
doing one.
Okay, it sounded like awful. And so we put our own mics up.
How does it sound now?
Can you recheck?
How does it?
Just
how does
cleaned it up.
We just cleaned it. So I'm still here, talking into. Yeah, there's two malt boxes.
Two in the back.
There's two
How
in the
much
back.
do you want out of these speakers?
Not a lot. A baby elephant at the Oregon.
Somebody say something like, give us.
Weighing just 775 pounds. Each elephant tuna too is about a half a foot.
You're good? Okay, cool.
The what? 10 more dB. Really low. I'm cranked all the way up.
All right. Hey, how's it going, everyone?
There you go.
We're so happy to be here. Her elephant family.
Oregon Zoo enjoyed the large pumpkins on October 16th at the annual Squishing of the Squash, a tradition that goes back to 1999 when a farmer donated a pumpkin weighing 828 pounds. The donated... Yeah. Great. I think everyone says it's clean now. So are we all good now? Is it loud enough? If I'm also, you know, he's going to be back up here. Whoever, he will be louder than me. He will be louder than me.
Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 from a person that is approximately talking as loud as our speakers will talk and as tall as our speakers will be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The time is 8:15 on November 4th.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's just move it up a little bit. Thank you.
It sounds very, very thick.
Okay.
Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a microphone check from Sacramento, California. The time is 8:16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we are good all around the horn. Thank you.
No, that's their Brad.
Okay, gotcha. Right there. We're gonna put somebody where you're standing here, right there. Whenever you're ready. Maddie, if you care, who's coming on stage? Thank you.
To break open the gargantuan gourds, zookeepers present them to Tula 2's adult relatives like her brother and father, who weigh slightly over 10,000 pounds. In a video from the zoo, they appear to delicately place one foot at the top and gently press down. The pumpkins crack with a loud pop, sending rind and seeds flying. Past years' videos have shown mid-sized young elephants putting both feet on top of the pumpkins, but being too light or lacking technique, so the giant vegetables don't burst. Good? It's a festival, and it's called Squishing of the Squash in Oregon.
Oh, she's calling you. If I stand where he's standing.
Hold on. Let me do one thing.
You need a pocket, Abby? Or some tape for getting there. Abby's gonna fix it, so I would just. They took the flag. Okay. Okay. You see it?
Oh, 30.
Okay. We're just gonna leave it. Yeah. You want to pull the California one tighter?
I think that the speech is going for about another 10 minutes.
I'm just going to try to pull it a little tighter. So, you just don't want to see the things right there.
That looks better. Yeah.
It's the top. No, it's just the top. Like, the bottom is cold. Yeah, it's just... I know. Do you like that better? Okay. Okay, great.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah, Abby. Abby. Yeah.
No, totally. I know. I was, I planned this vacation before Thank you very much.
reshape.
There you go.
Better?
Yeah.
I just asked Better? Okay. Can you get AJ first? Just need some tape. Tape? I just need tape. If you have gap. Okay, I don't want to like pull this down. I don't want it to better? Oh, I think this is turn the other one. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Oh.
I'm looking at your.
No.
I know. Okay, I think that's better.
It's a good thing I'm sharing. You're like, you're live on 8,000 cameras right now?
Turn off a little bit.
No, you're good.
Water bottle in my bag. It's the black bag, and it is it's a metal one. It's like a beige color. Yeah, that's it. You're amazing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Probably a few minutes, and it'll be a quick switch from Donnie Marks to Wendy's up. So whenever he grabs, I would expect to start very
Yeah, Mark is Michelle, of course, is waiting for the governor to be set up again today. We just have a bit of a list of things going through
I hope so, yeah.
want to get volume right now? Okay. Okay. I get it.
So then, two channels. They know that we're shooting on two channels. 1 minute, double check because Erica said her handheld was the only way we're getting on his audio. And then told her this was like, yeah, let them know that we have two channels.
Matt. Good? What? Good luck. Which way is it coming in? That way or that way?
good evening, everybody. And let me underscore, it's been a good evening for everybody, not just the Democratic Party. But what a night for the Democratic Party. A party that is in its ascendancy. A party that's on its toes, no longer on its heels. From coast to coast, sea to shining sea. But it was not just a victory tonight for the Democratic Party, it was a victory for the United States of America, for the people of this country, the principles that our founding fathers lived and died for. And so we're proud. We're proud here in California to be part of this narrative this evening. We're proud of the work that the people of the state of California did tonight to send a powerful message to an historic president. Donald Trump is an historic president. He is the most historically unpopular president in modern history. In every critical category, Donald Trump is underwater. He promised to make us healthier. He promised to make us wealthier. We're sicker and poorer. And he fundamentally understands that. Why else would he call Greg Abbott saying he's entitled to 5 seats? Why else is he trying to rig the midterm elections before one single vote is even cast? He understands his position at this moment in the United States of America. One thing he never counted on, though, was the state of California. Instead of agonizing over the state of our nation, we organized in an unprecedented way in a 90-day sprint. People from all over the United States of America contributed their voices and their support for this initiative. We stood tall and we stood firm in response to Donald Trump's recklessness. And tonight, after poking the bear, this bear roared with an unprecedented turnout in a special election with an extraordinary result. None of us, however, are naive. This is a pattern. This is a practice. Donald Trump's efforts to rig the midterm election continue to this day. And I'll reinforce that in just a moment. You're seeing him take action all across this country, not just in Texas. You saw what they were successfully able to do in Missouri, what they did in North Carolina, what they're trying to do in Indiana, and inevitably in Florida. They are not screwing around. In June of this year, we saw 4,000 National Guard federalized in the state of California. We saw 700 active duty Marines not sent overseas, but sent to the second largest city in the United States of America to militarize our streets. We said in June this was a preview of things to come. What more evidence do you need than what happened in Washington, D.C., what's happening up in Portland, cities like Chicago? When we kicked off this campaign just 90 or so days ago in Little Tokyo, in Southern California, in L.A., at the Democracy Center, Donald Trump sent Greg Bovino. He sent his private police force that increasingly appears to have taken an oath of office to Donald Trump, not to the Constitution of the United States. He sent them to our kickoff rally to chill free expression, to chill free speech, to intimidate people from participating. Just today, in Los Angeles, Donald Trump called up the Border Patrol, sent them to Dodger Stadium, and threw a fastball at free speech, right at the head, free expression, to suppress the vote in America's second largest city. Just did that today. People in tactical gears sent out to intimidate a community that is already on edge. But you see, as we speak, people are still in line. People waiting up 3 hours to cast their vote, to send a message to Donald Trump. No crowns, no thrones, no kings. That's what this victory represents. It's a victory for the people of the state of California and the United States of America.
And this is a victory that's punctuated with a sober reminder that it's not just the actions that Donald Trump has taken to federalize our guard, to begin the process of militarizing American cities, to intimidate free expression and speech by utilizing ICE and Border Patrol in American cities. But he also announced today, right when polls were opening, that this election was rigged. That this election was rigged. Of course, those are familiar words. It's exactly what Donald Trump said after January 6th, that day of love, where he tried to light democracy on fire. He tried to wreck this country, and he called in to the Secretary of State in Georgia, calling up for 11,000, 12,000 votes, just like he called Greg Abbott, saying he's entitled to those 5 seats. He said this election was rigged, and he's moving to look for criminal prosecution and investigations at the Department of Justice. He is not screwing around. So tonight, I'm proud, but I'm very mindful and sober of the moment we are living in. Donald Trump does not believe in fair and free elections. Period and full stop. This is not complicated, and it's self-evident to anyone paying attention. You start to stack up all of these actions that continue to this moment and will continue in moments to come. If you think I'm exaggerating, consider his announcement just a few weeks ago to send rapid response teams all across the United States, in all 50 states, tens of thousands of members of the military prepared for urban deployment. A preview of things to come. But back to this state. Our state of mind was resolute. Our state of mind was resolved to stand firm and to stand tall, to not be intimidated, to not be humiliated, to not fall prey to cynicism, to not fall prey to fear and the anxiety of someone that believes in only one thing, shock and awe, to intimidate and exhaust us. But we're seeing all across this country, 7 million people strong, standing up, not just for themselves, but for each other and for these enduring and historic principles of our founding fathers. And I'll end on that. Next year is the 250th anniversary of the best of Roman Republic, the best of Greek democracy. This fundamental notion of a system of checks and balances, of popular sovereignty, the rule of law. Mr. President, the rule of law, not the rule of dawn. And I hope it's dawning on people, the sobriety of this moment, what's at stake. Tonight, as I said, is an extraordinary moment for our party, but again, it's an extraordinary moment affirming those principles. Our founding fathers did not live and die to see the kind of vandalism to this republic and our democracy that Donald Trump is trying to perpetuate. And so my call tonight, in the spirit of Whitman, who talked about the powerful play, goes on. We all must contribute a verse. And so we need the state of Virginia. We need the state of Maryland. We need our friends in New York, in Illinois, in Colorado. We need to see other states with their remarkable leaders that have been doing remarkable things meet this moment head on as well, to recognize what we're up against in 2026. And let me make this crystal clear. We can de facto end Donald Trump's presidency as we know it the minute Speaker Jeffries gets sworn in as Speaker of the House of Representatives. It is all on the line, a bright line in 2026. And so I want to thank everybody that stood up, not just for our democracy, but stood up for those that have feel bullied and intimidated, stood up for this notion of co-equal branches of government and a system of checks and balances. And I want to thank my wife, who reminds me every single day that this is about those that feel alone, those that feel isolated, those that feel an anxiety and a stress that they never could have imagined in their lives. This was about saying to them, we have your back, we see you, you matter, we care. And I'll just say this, I'm confident as we move forward into 2026 in this country, the best is yet to come. Thank you very much.